What is going on, everybody? My name is John Solo, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than videos that I've done in the past. I'm not covering a conspiracy theory today, nor am I listing off a big long list of trivia for you guys, but instead I'm going to cover a news story that is related to Disney. A lot of you guys are probably already aware of this because it was announced last week, but for those of you who aren't, buckle your seatbelts. Disney is going to remake The Lion King. Some of you guys are probably freaking out right now because you didn't buckle your seatbelt like I warned you to. And let me just say, I totally understand that reaction. The whole reason that I'm even talking about this Disney news is because some of you guys hit me up on Twitter and were like, hey John, did you hear this story? Hey John, did you hear about this? What are your thoughts? How do you feel? And I am absolutely going to give you guys my opinion. I have never been one to shy away from giving my opinion. But first I want to read you guys this article from Movie Pilot so you can have all of the facts and formulate your own opinion a little bit before I give you my opinion and totally warp your perception of everything. It's not that serious of a matter, there aren't really that many facts to give, but I figure let's just be safe. So this article was posted on September 28th, 2016 at 2:11 p.m. and is titled, "The Lion King movie reboot is happening and we're feeling the love tonight." Very creative title there. I'll give you some props, Jancy Richardson. So essentially what this article states is that Jon Favreau posted on Instagram a picture of Simba on Pride Rock, or that might have been Mufasa. I actually can't really tell. His caption says, "Excited for my next project." So for those of you who don't know, Jon Favreau is the one who directed the new Jungle Book remake. So him posting this to Instagram is pretty much saying, remember that Jungle Book remake I did? Now I'm going to remake The Lion King in the same way. So him saying this is obviously huge news. Following that Instagram post, Disney also released a statement. The statement reads that Disney has officially confirmed that the Walt Disney Studios and director Jon Favreau are putting a new reimagining of The Lion King on fast track to production. The project follows the technologically groundbreaking smash hit The Jungle Book, directed by Favreau, which debuted in April and has earned $965.8 million worldwide. Now that is a big figure. That is almost $1 billion, and that's a figure I want you guys to remember. The statement also went on to say that the remake is going to feature songs from the 1994 movie's soundtrack, so we're going to be getting some real Lion King music, the music that we kind of grew up with in this remake. A lot of people are freaking out in excitement about that as well. So if you're just here for the news story and for whatever reason decided that you're okay with sitting through all of my nonsensical rambling to hear that story, that is all the news that we actually have. So you can pretty much just leave if that was the reason you watched this video. Maybe hit the like button on your way out though, because it does a lot of good for the channel and I would really appreciate it. But for those of you who are asking for my opinion and wanted to know how I felt about this, I'm gonna tell you. The honest answer is that I don't really know how to feel about this. On the one hand, in theory, I think it sounds like a really awesome idea. Without all of the emotions attached, I think remaking a movie that is somewhat old, like 22 years old now, is a cool concept. But I feel like it's not necessary. Now admittedly, I didn't see the remake of The Jungle Book, so I don't know whether it's good or bad, or I should say I don't know whether I would enjoy it or not, but I do know that critics loved it and audiences really enjoyed it too. Like I said earlier, the movie grossed almost $1 billion, like $967 million, and according to Rotten Tomatoes, 95% of critics gave it a positive review and 88% of audiences liked it. It was a box office and fan success. The reason I didn't see it is because it wasn't really a huge part of my childhood growing up. I watched The Lion King over and over again, and I watched Hercules and Aladdin over and over and over again. That being said, the Jungle Book remake just seemed to make more sense to me. Like, the Jungle Book came out in 1967. That's a long time ago. Although I'm sure there are people who absolutely love the movie as much as people love Lion King nowadays, but The Jungle Book was kind of a safer remake. It's almost like Disney was just like dipping their toe in the water. Like, how does the audience respond to this movie being remade? Because not that many people around nowadays, you don't really hear about how great The Jungle Book was. You hear about how great The Lion King was. To me, it just seems like it's incredibly unnecessary. Like, why are we doing this? This is a movie that no one asked to be remade. And this is why I put such an emphasis on that $960-something million figure, because I feel like that is the real reason for this being made. Being completely honest, I genuinely feel like the movie is going to be a decent one. I feel like it's not going to be bad. this is one that I'm going to make a point to go see in theaters. That being said, I feel like it's just a little bit manipulative. It's not something done because they feel like it's the right time. It's only been 22 years since the movie came out. They didn't even animate that movie in the same way that they animated The Jungle Book, and there are plenty of movies that came out before The Lion King that could also be remade that they're just not going to, or they're at least not going to yet. Instead of going for a movie where the technology is a little bit outdated again, sort of like The Jungle Book, where it could be upgraded and made a little more modern and done really well, they're going for a movie that has no problems with it whatsoever. They're remaking a movie where most of the actors who played characters in the original could voice their characters in the remake. Like, they're all still alive. So then it's like, who are you gonna pick the star in your movie? Jon Favreau? Are you not gonna have James Earl Jones play Mufasa again? Because that would be a huge mistake. However, if you are gonna have him play Mufasa again, why would you even bother remaking the movie? You could just rip out the dialogue from the original and put it in the remake. Honestly, the more I talk about it, the more I become opposed to the idea. Like, I wasn't really super opposed to it when I first started recording, and now I am. And this is coming from someone who obviously loves Disney. I go to Disney World, I go to Disneyland, I haven't been in a couple years, but I went as an adult and I was still amazed at how amazing that place is. I love it. I love the universe, I love the atmosphere, I just love Disney. I just feel like there's something a little not cool about this. I honestly don't even know if I'm conveying my point well enough, so let me just summarize my whole opinion in one sentence. No, that's not it. I am going to see the movie. I am nervous about seeing the movie. This is not one sentence. I am going to see the movie, which is exactly what Disney wants me to do, but I am going to go into it extremely cautiously because I don't want to be disappointed. That's probably the best summary we're gonna get. So that's my opinion right there. Now I wanna know what you guys think. Are you super excited for the movie, or do you agree with me and you're gonna go see it and you're a little cautious, or are you furious that this is even a thing that we're talking about? If you feel like doing so, leave me your thoughts in the comment section down below. I am genuinely excited to hear what you guys think about this. I am totally open to hear any and all opinions, whether you disagree with me or not, because I don't really know how to feel about this one, so I'm gonna need a little guidance. In addition to your thoughts on that, just let me know. Did you like this video? Did you like something a little bit different than what's normal with the theories and the trivia, or would you rather me not make videos like this anymore? If you did enjoy this video, be sure to click that like button down below, as it supports the channel a lot and makes me feel all nice and warm inside. And if you enjoy the idea of weekly Disney and Pixar content, be sure to click that subscribe button as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in a couple of days.